that was the big moment. Those were the big moments that really pulled the crowd in.
And what I love talking about what you're saying about slowing it down, you are the DDT king in the UK, and I love that because as someone who grew up, watching and appreciating Jake the Snake Roberts, not only matches but also his incredible kind of ring psychology, that when he hit the DDT, there'd be so much anticipation for that moment. And if he hit it, that was a true match ender. But in recent years, especially in the big promotions in the US, the DDT has become very much just a transitional spot. It's just something onto the next one. But you've managed to really kind of double down on that DDT and make it something special again. Have you had what's the journey been like to try and, I guess, reinstate the importance of the DDT?
It's interesting because unfortunately, the point we've come to now, you said, the DDT's become a transition move. You watch modern wrestling now, the Canadian Destroyer's become a transition move.
Yeah.
But it's wild.
What's more, the Canadian Destroyer on the ring apron, it doesn't even get a counter. It's how dangerous is that? Yeah.
I mean, I'm afraid I'll end up taking up most of this podcast if I go too much on this rant, is that people throw away their own moves, right? There's very few people whose moves are actual finishers these days. We've kind of just lost that. We've lost that. They're called finishers, but they're not finishers. The only one I think who really kind of still holds on to it and protects it is Randy Orton's RKO. Mm-hmm. That's one of the very few which is still quite heavily protected. It's still very much a finish. If he hits that, it's over. And there's very few matches, I think, except for the big title matches. And I get it in the big WrestleMania main event. I kind of get it where people kick out of finishers there. I'd still prefer they didn't, but I get it. But if you watch Randy Orton, there's very few people who kick out of the RKO. And I think the more we dilute our finish, you might as well not call it a finish, and we might as well we might as well go back to using roll ups and using surprise pins to beat people. So yeah, very similarly, I grew up watching Jake the Snake. I was a big fan of Jake the Snake, big fan of Arn Anderson when he hit the DDT. I really loved Raven's even flow DDT. I thought that, all three of those are fantastic. So it's kind of a big part of it. First of all, was an age thing, because prior to sort of the start of 2022 or sort of it was either late 22 or certainly the beginning of, it was late 2022. That I decided, right, DDTs, because I was doing the Swanton Bomb as a finish from the top rope. And that was just an age thing. It just it hurts. You jump off the top rope, you flip and land on someone, and I'm staring down the barrel of 43 in a couple of months' time, and I was just like, it's hurting too much. So I kind of was like, right, what move do I want to do as a finish that is easy? I can do on anyone. It's not going to cause me loads of pain. So I kind of went back to the DDT, which I'd always loved anyway. I'd always loved the DDT as a move. And I just literally went one day, this is going to be my finish. This will be my finish. I'm going to use the DDT and I'm going to tell people this is my finish. Now, there's two elements to this, right? One is, and again, this is frustrating, and I don't know if this will make me any friends, but I'm old enough now that I can I'm looking forward to being that old man stage where I can just say what I like without conflict.
Oh yeah. I'm already there in my head. It's fine.
But no, not that I think. But honestly, if other wrestlers are listening to this, right? If I'm on a show with you, and to be honest, I've been touting around this, I'm the king of the DDT, and please don't come up and ask me, can you do a DDT in your match? Because the amount of people who come up to me and go, oh, can I do my DDT? Is it your finish? No. Then no, don't do. The minute you go out and you do a DDT and kicks out of it, what's the point of mine? There are 1,001 moves, holds. Get it? There are 1,001 moves that you could do, right? Why do you need to do the one move that I'm asking you not to? That is I don't need any other moves. I don't need any moves. That is my one move. So please don't come up to me and say, oh, can I do a DDT? Unless it's your finish. Unless you're going to do a DDT and it's your finish, then fine. I've got no problem with that. But, I've been on shows and people are like, oh, I do this DDT. I was like, is that the finish? Oh, no, I do an armbar. Like, well, why are you doing a DDT then? Why are you doing a DDT? That's not your fit. It's got nothing to do. And that's what, honestly, and it's like bashing my head against a brick wall. It's like trying to teach long division all over again, which is equally as painful, or fractions. So that's one of my first issues, that I have to tell people, don't do it. Like, if I'm on the show, just leave it. Just give me that one move. Do all the other moves you want. Just give me that one move. So that's one element. The other element is I just steadfastly said, this is going to be my finish. No one's kicking out of it. That's it. No one's kicking out of it. And so people, and again, I got around a question like, oh, so what do you do if you're not winning? I don't do it then.
Yeah.
And that seemed almost mind blowing to some people. They're like, what do you mean? Well, if I'm not going to win, I'm not going to hit that move, because if I hit that move, I'm winning. So that's it. And I honestly think a lot of people, you could see the cogs turning, going, oh, right. Oh, he's actually quite serious about this. So I was like, yeah, I am serious about it. Like, I'm, like I said, I don't do anything else. I don't have like hundreds of moves. I don't do anything flashy anymore, because I can't, my body's not capable of it anymore. And so I just do this one simple thing. I want you to respect it and protect it.